Hello friends, welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about Pink October. So I know most people think of October, they probably think of the color orange because it's Halloween time and it's fall decorating and pumpkin patches and hay rides and apple cider and all of those wonderful things. To talk about our health. So right off the bat, you might have noticed I do have a beautiful pink bouquet from Rose Forever, and I have ordered their roses before and I absolutely love them. I've shared them with you. They have sent these over as a gorgeous reminder that it is Pink October month, and they are actually joining with the Breast Cancer Research Foundation this month, and from every purchase they will be donating a percentage of that to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. So this is the perfect month to not only honor those who are survivors. All of us have known someone who's a survivor of breast cancer. One of my best friends is a survivor, and she is just so strong and so beautiful inside and out. I was in awe of how unbelievably strong she is. So not only is Rose Forever going to make a donation with every purchase, they are offering $20 off of every purchase. So if you're interested in that, I will leave the link in the description box below along with my code to get your $20 off. But yeah, if you don't know anything about Rose Forever, there's so much to tell. I mean, they are amazing. They're based in New York. Each and every rose, these are real roses, by the way. They are preserved in natural oils and botanical oils, and preserved so that they actually last for a full year. How many other bouquets can you say that you've gotten that last for a full year and smell like a June rose that you just picked from your garden? But I personally have never grown roses that look like this. I mean, these are just unbelievably gorgeous. Not one flaw in them. So this would be the perfect gift to not only send to someone else who is a survivor or maybe going through it now to just show your support, but maybe even if you just want to support the cause yourself, this is the perfect time to do so. So we're getting ready to go through the holidays. Like I mentioned before, there's pumpkin patches, there's hay rides, there's apple cider. We've got holidays coming up next month, and then the month after. It is all about sugar for the next 3 months. That's what I think. The holidays, it's all about sugar and carbs, and I love both, especially when they're together, but it's not the best for us. Number one, I think we've all been a little bit more aware of our health since 2020. Whether you're somebody who's taken extra precautions for your health or not, you have been aware of health. It's all over the news. You cannot watch the news without hearing about COVID deaths and different kinds of cancers and heart problems. All of these things are all on the rise. Number one, I would say our diet. Our diet has got to really focus on natural, healthy fruits, vegetables, cutting out sugar. I know this is probably not a favorite topic for so many people, especially because the holidays are coming up and the end of this month is all about sugar. But sugar is such a huge inflammatory. I have problems with my neck. I had went to a chiropractor a couple years ago, and when she adjusted my neck, 2 discs ruptured and they went in instead of out. and it was pressing on my spinal column. I do still have a lot of problems, but I have noticed, first of all, the power of prayer is amazing, amazing. That is what kept me from going paralyzed. The doctor said that I will go paralyzed, but as you can see, I'm fine. I do have issues, especially in cold weather, and my left side is a lot weaker than my right side, but I can walk just fine now, and I don't have issues like that. I can tell a huge difference in my mobility when I cut out sugar. Sugar, carbs, and probably dairy. Those are probably the biggest three culprits. A lot of people would add meat to that too. My husband and I do the Daniel fast at the beginning of every year, and I can tell a huge difference in my overall health and energy levels, and my husband as well. It's just an amazing difference, not only how you feel, but even how you look. When we do the Daniel fast, which is basically a vegan diet, that's probably the closest thing that I would compare it to, is vegan. I can go to town and have people stop me and say, "What are you doing? Your skin looks amazing." I get that every single year. We live in a small town, so it seems like people would get by now, it's the beginning of year, I'm probably doing the Daniel fast. If you're curious about that, I do have a playlist with all of my recipes that I've shared with you. I have some really good recipes that make eating healthy not so boring and mundane. And I mean, you know, it's kind of hard to think of what to eat when you can't use sugar, you can't use white flour, you can't use meat or dairy. You know, what do you do with all those vegetables? To make like vegetable soup every day? Well, I have a lot of really great recipes. Do I eat like that all year? No, because I do like sugar and I do like carbs and I do like, you know, I grew up in the South, so everything was cooked in bacon grease and covered in gravy. So, and that's how I like to eat. But it does make a difference at the beginning of the year. I can definitely feel it and see it. So another big factor in overall breast cancer or any sort of cancer health would be drinking, cutting down on those alcoholic drinks, and, you know, obvious smoking. That's another big one. Getting out and getting a little bit of exercise daily is a big one too. I need to be out there getting a little bit more exercise than I do. I need to be watching those carbs and sugars. And I say this as I'm drinking a nice hot cup of my favorite chai tea. And this is my homemade recipe. If you're interested, I could do a video if you'd like. But yeah, this is definitely the month where we really need to stop, not get caught up in all of the holiday stuff coming up, and really kind of hold ourselves back and kind of be aware of our health, not just live in the moment, having that extra creamy pumpkin chai latte or you know, whatever it is that you're indulging in. Thinking ahead and thinking about your health. This is a good time to stop and think about it. And not only our physical health, but our mental health as well. You know, I gotta be honest with you, the number one thing for me is taking time every morning and having time in prayer and reading my Bible. Reading your Bible is feeding your spirit, and being in prayer and communicating with the Lord, that's a relationship that you can't have a relationship if you're not communicating with the other person. So I think a lot of people want to say they have a relationship, but they don't actually spend time communicating. I can't imagine living with my husband and never talking to him. So that's something to think about. The peace that the Lord brings you, especially with everything happening in the world right now, it's priceless. So yeah, so anyway, I did want to just bring all of those things up to you here in Pink October, so we have a chance to think about it before we get to the end of the month where all the candy is, and into Thanksgiving and Christmas and all of those amazing treats that we have during that time of year. I mean, it's my favorite, but yeah, we need to be thinking ahead to the outcome of everything that's happening. So thinking ahead, and absolutely make sure and remember that Rose Forever, you know, I don't know of that many companies that do this, and I think that's just amazing that they are donating to the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. That's just so commendable of them, and I already love this company, and for them to do that, I love them even more. So anyway, I hope you all are having a great day. I hope you got something out of this video, and I will talk to you next time. So until then, you have a great day. Bye-bye for now.